Yo,
What up, what up, what up? Y'all already know what it is. Another No Country with your boys, JD and Dave, back at it again with another just little shorty. You know what I'm saying? We here to just touch base on some things. Um, what's up,
shorty
y'all? We want to
twin.
say what's up to everybody out there. Make sure y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all of the whole stuff. You know what I'm saying? Dave, what's good with
And come back.
you?
Hey,
Yeah, and come back. Definitely come back.
come back.
What's good, Dave? You good?
Chilling this shit, man. What up with you?
You already know. Just sitting here kicking the shit, man. So this particular topic right here started sometime last week. Quentin Tarantino was doing an interview, and the same way that auteurs like him usually do jump into they. And he said that the basically that Marvel movies was the death of the movie star, and that there are no more movie stars left. It's just characters that people go see. And there was a lot going on, whatever. So homeboy who did Shang-Chi, Simu Liu, right?
Yeah.
He had wrote something last week talking about some, well, you can say that, but if it was left up to people like you and Martin Scorsese, somebody like me would have never got to head a $400 million movie. So there is a such thing as movie stars, right? So now people went, yeah, I feel you. People went at him like, oh, you ain't nobody, you just Shang-Chi. And some people was like backing him up on it, but some people felt like that was a valid, you know, comeback, right? So now after that, it kind of died down because more people kind of leaned more towards Tarantino than Simu, right? So
Of course.
just you know who it was. So it was just like that. But then just a couple days ago, I want to say, let me take a quick look. This article that I have is from today. So maybe
Yeah.
yesterday or just recently, Sam Jackson, who we both know collaborates with Quentin. He's done it often. And
One of the biggest movie stars in existence.
and what he said was he basically said that's not true because Chadwick Boseman was a movie star. And that kind of in the way it just came out in context for me, even where it's just like, yo, the man did all of those roles before he even did Black Panther. That so throws Quentin Tarantino's whole shit in the trash so hard.
Look, this is what's fucked up, right? With these conversations, these comments, I mean, it's all this shade thrown at at the at the at the art instead of the corporations because they're too scared to say, Disney is killing the game or whatever. So they blame it on the output. So they say, these movies are not real cinema, and they say these people are not real stars, and yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, what is movies? Just like Sam Jackson said, what is movies if it's not getting a bunch of people to a place to watch a movie together in large masses? And if you got a movie that draws people out that does that, right? Or if you got a whole franchise like the MCU or even DC or whatever that packs these seats, and they're either courting movie stars, the last remaining movie stars with
Mm-hmm.
Samuel Jackson, Robert Downey Jr., Benedict Cumberbatch, they either courting current movie stars or they make movie stars because
So,
almost everybody who comes through as a main character is going to lead a film at some point, and
bro,
they
and
might not
but
be
even
like,
so, I'll say, even if he's saying that the characters make the actors, if he's saying it goes in reverse, if he's saying that, that's still his that argument still goes in the trash because they go
it's out
on
of touch.
they go on to do the other. Look at who else who's a good example, motherfucking Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
Look how much different stuff he does. He's in like so many different things. You can't just
I mean,
yeah, he's a
they're
movie
make,
star
they're making him a movie star against people's will at this point.
all
You
day.
can't even say that there's not, as it used to be where you were a star solely from movies. There's so much other stuff that goes in, many other components that go into it now. But I mean, like to say that you're not a movie star because you sold because you starred in a movie that made $1 billion, even if it wasn't because of you, is asinine.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, you know, no matter how much you dislike, like let's say Brie Larson or whoever else, you know, that is not a popular character in the, I mean, even Chris Pratt, you
Right.
know,
You can't discount
you
them.
can't deny them being movie stars. They're banking whole, you know, 9-digit budget movies on these people. What do you mean they're not movie stars? You don't. You're still. Will Smith is still a movie star. Like,
Right? Answer me this.
he's
How come all of the people who in those last two generations that would have been considered bona fide movie stars, how come they jumping into these shits now?
exactly. That's what I'm
You know,
saying.
like
I'm still. I mean, this shit is a
chill.
movie star machine. They're either pulling in movie stars, modern day movie stars, old school movie stars like Michelle Pfeiffer and
Yep.
Michael Douglas. They just got Harrison Ford, B. Like, what you mean?
Angelina
You know what I'm saying? Right.
got got
Everybody's getting
got the
into this shit.
nerve to have people like Matt Damon making fun of this shit.
Well, he's in them though.
I
Like,
know, but
you know
that's
what I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. But he's clowning in them.
Right, exactly. And the whole thing is to think they not these things aren't creating movie stars, and to have Hugh Jackman walking around, Chris Hemsworth walking
Hugh
around,
Jackman, bro.
uh, Tom Holland, bro. Like, we talking about people who are specifically movie stars because of the comic book genre. Henry Cavill, you know what I'm saying? Like, the list goes on and on of the number of movie stars being made sheerly from the superhero genre right now. Like, it's just these old directors that want to be in that top box office slot ain't there no more. Like, Martin Scorsese used to make $100 million movies,
Right.
and that's not happening no more. You know what I'm saying? Quentin Tarantino always has enjoyed this critical success, but his box office was never that popping. So, you know, he gets to speak on things from this counterculture direction. But we also know that Quentin Tarantino is kind of full of shit. So
On top of that,
at the end of the day, we considering the source, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not I'm not as much of a fan of Tarantino as a person as I am of his filmography. So, you know, at the end of the day, he's not even creating movie stars. When Quentin Tarantino makes a movie, who is he casting? People we
he
already
already
know.
cast OGs. He already cast people that's already established.
Feel me? So what do you know about making a movie star? Name me one person other than, let's see, Christoph Waltz that was made a movie star by a Tarantino movie. I can't think of any of them. You might argue
Tim
Uma Thurman,
Tim
but
Roth, maybe.
she was pretty big when she did Pulp Fiction. Like, his whole thing is either older movie stars or current movie stars. So he's either going to get Brad Pitt or Jamie Foxx, or he's going to pull a Pam Grier or Robert Forster out of retirement or something. He ain't creating movie stars. So who are you? What are you even talking about, B? Like,
In a way, what's funny is that a Marvel formula.
he is.
Yeah,
That's my point. That's why I
he was
brought that
not
up.
he was casting along with the personality, you know what I'm saying, in order to make the movie have more interest to it. Why you
Dog,
got Michael Madsen and everything? Cause you know we like to see Michael Madsen. Like, come on.
you're lamenting the loss of movie stars, but your only real use for them is to bolster your own work up, as opposed to you actually like you cannot say the Russo brothers have not created superstars. You cannot say John Favreau is not creating superstars like movie stars. Like, people are coming in the pipes, and like you see them everywhere. And the
How,
thing about it is
how
you
Robert
could be
Downey
a movie
Jr. ain't a
star.
movie star?
You know what I'm saying?
How?
Like, come on. Like, come on. I mean, like, who else? Like, it's just it's nonstop. And if you were, and like let's say Chadwick, right?
Hmm.
Let's say Chadwick wasn't already a pretty big movie star, because realize even before Black Panther, all I ever saw him in was starring roles.
That's it. That's all he did.
All I ever saw him in was starring roles, and then he went from that level to here, and everything else was from
His
Black Panther
his
to these past
filmography
was
is so tight. I've only missed 2 things he's done. Look, his
I,
filmography is
I
so tight.
I haven't seen 21 Bridges. I haven't seen
Blood Brothers.
what's Blood Brothers.
I mean,
Oh, the brothers, the Five Bloods.
yeah, the
I
Five Bloods.
haven't finished that. I haven't finished that, and then I haven't seen the Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. So those are his three that I
The last
missed.
3 years.
I ain't see Thurgood either.
All right, and I saw that. Only ones I didn't see. I didn't see Ma Rainey, and I didn't see. Not 21 Bridges. It was another movie, another small movie.
Oh, Message from the King.
Yeah, that's the
That was
one.
hard.
I ain't see
That
those
was
two.
hard.
Yeah.
That's the movie I saw before Black Panther, because like whenever they cast somebody in a superhero role, like a major one like that, I like to watch something that will kind of give me a feel for them if I haven't seen them. Like with Henry Cavill, I watched Immortals before Man of Steel, or like with Chad, it was Message to the King. There was somebody. Oh, Christian Bale. I watched The Machinist before. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to see like where they skill level is at before I watch him in that next thing. So it was like, dude was a movie star even in that, and that's a more low budget kind of Netflix streamer joint, but he carried the whole movie like.
Well,
He just salty, dog.
that
Like,
was about to
that's
say.
really.
So the short of it is that Tarantino ain't really assessed what he was saying when he said that. I don't think. He wasn't looking at the broader scope, and of course, I think being so close to the inside, is probably like you said. He definitely got to feel a little hot that things is
Well,
not the
this
way
ain't
that
the
he
first
wanted them to
time.
be.
This ain't the first time because he just recently got finished saying, "Oh, I would never direct a Marvel movie."
Yeah.
Nobody asked you, bro. Like nobody even asked. I can't think of a single comic book film, and this is again coming from a pretty decent sized Tarantino fan, aficionado. I'm not gonna call myself a fan of him. I don't like him as a person, but I appreciate his work, and I've seen all his movies, and I've read comic books off and on for most of my life. And I can't think of one comic book that I thought would be just that much better if it was directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Well,
It's not even.
I could think of one property I could see him directing. I can't say it would be better, but just something that fits him to me. Metropolitan.
I didn't finish that, but I could
'Cause
see
it's
that
sick.
more. I could see that more being like what I've seen of it. It's a lot darker and colder than his stuff. Like I could see somebody like, Christopher Nolan or something doing Metropolitan, but or my man Dennis Villeneuve, the one that did Blade Runner and
Yeah.
Dune.
Well, like I said, I don't know. You got to go through the book because it's just like some disrespectful, shock value ass shit that he would
If
love.
if I would have had Quentin Tarantino direct anything, it would have been either Kick Ass or The Boys. Because those are just kind of in the wheelhouse of his like kineticism and the vulgarity.
Well, the
But
boys, I could tell you this: he would have went far as hell with Homelander. He would have had Homelander saying "nigga" and everything.
oh God, listen, it would have been a whole nother Django Unchained / Natural Born Killers if he did The Boys, man. I don't even know if I would have liked it as much.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying Met was already messed up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and the character's already unlikable as hell. He just this douche, the reporter. He's a douche reporter. So, but yeah, like to just wrap this up real quick, like so Quentin Tarantino saying that there are no movie stars or comic book actors are not movie stars. That's a thumbs down over here at No Country. We don't
Acid 9, Acid 10, Acid 11.
Right? So we don't subscribe to that. We agree with Uncle Sam talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? But I guess everybody's entitled to feel how they feel. You already know what it is. No Country. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow all of this stuff. Dave, you want to tell the people we out?
Yo, make sure y'all come back to No Country and take your ass over to JD Williams North Projects. Check out Tales from the Wire, everything we got going on over there. We got more coming soon for y'all. No Country, holla back.
Y'all already know.
It's
Peace.
time to throw your Thanksgiving food out too. Let it go.